Why are you on my channel? Don't you have a channel? Go do your channel, Matisse. Don't you have a match reaction to pre-record or something? This guy's been all up in my business. Unbelievable, Jeff. Why are you all up in my business, brother? This guy, fam, just fully all up in my business. Just here snitching for no reason. Pick up your phone right now. Pick up. If you're a man, pick up right now. Pick up right now if you're a man. Pick up right now. Pick up. Pick up if you're a man, Matisse. Why are you all up in my business? Why are you all up in my business?
Why are you doing everything but starting your show? You got a show that was meant to start, what, 25 minutes ago, and you're talking to me?
Can you tell the people that are listening right now, can you tell them the motto of your channel?
Brother, I've never been this late.
Oh, that's a lie. Stop lying. You've been even later than this. Don't lie.
How have I been later than this?
Comment section, you guys watch Matisse. Has he been late 20 minutes before?
25 minutes, no chance.
Oh, so the 5 is the thing that makes the difference. Why are you lying?
Yeah. No. The max I've been is probably about 15.
Are you really that happy? See, they're writing in the comments, lateness is greatness. Are you that happy about a 1-1? Are you that much of a shit club?
Sorry, listen, just focus on your viewers, okay? They don't deserve this.
By the way, the comments are saying yes, he's been late like this before.
They're fucking lies.
Hold that. See, yes. You see how many yeses I'm seeing in the chat? See, one guy says, King Mo, this from your channel. He says 30 minutes once.
Fuck off. That's a lie.
That's not a lie. Hold that. See, I'm learning from you, right? You're the guy. I'm supposed to be the upcoming generation after your generation. So I'm just learning from you, you know?
Why did you ring me after you scored?
I wanted to. Also, you saw the call, but you didn't pick up. I remember this. Okay, next time, try call me after we concede. You'll see if I pick up or not. See? Comments. You see how I always pick up on this bozo calls? Every time I pick up. The one time I called him after we scored, they didn't want to pick up.
Well, at least I didn't ring you back when we scored.
It is what it is. Anyway, let me go do the show, man. This guy all up in my business. Oh my God, you're late. Yalla. See you on Better Than North tomorrow, inshallah. I dare you be shameless, by the way, because I'll ruin you if you're shameless.
What, more?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I have a sneaky feeling Wolves are going to beat United. I wish we did the show after it, but it is what it is. Yalla. See you, Habib. In a bit, lad. Anyway, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to another match reaction, ladies and gentlemen. We have 322 people in the building already. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now. Guys, I don't want to keep interrupting because I'm going to speak from the heart today. Wallah, I'm going to speak from the heart. I have so much to address. I don't want to keep stopping mid-rant, go like the video, subscribe. There's 350 people here. If all of you just hit the like button, we'd be on 300 likes already. Slap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Right now, just hit the like button, yakh. Yakh, it's free. Big up everyone who shares the videos as well. YouTube's telling me you guys are sharing the videos unbelievably well. So continue to share the videos. Continue to hit the like button. Continue to subscribe. Big up to Muhammad al-Za'abi for the super chats. Hard luck فريقك وده الصناعية تبدل فيها كل شيء حتى كلوب اليوم عليه علامة استفهام ليش متأخر يا طارق الجلاهمة للأسف مش لابس بدلة زي طارق الجلاهمة لابس بس تيشيرت ليفربول from 11-12 and my hat so حبيب قلبي محمد الزعابي حبيبي تسلم وانا راح احكي عن السيارة الخربانة هسه so big up to you guys man let's get the likes up let's subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so and let's get into it. Liverpool won, Chelsea won. There's so much for me to address. But before I... Oh, that's a good one. I can't lie. You made me laugh. I'm going to be honest with you. Before I even get to the transfers and all of that, or how much we badly need an EM, I feel like it's all interrelated. The transfers, what happened on the pitch today. And you know, I'm going to go into my poetry bag and just say, look, here's the thing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The most obnoxious thing on earth, just away from football, is when you don't learn from your own mistakes. Why are you making the same mistake over and over and over and over. Why are you just continuously repeating the same mistake? The saying goes, you don't prepare to fail, you fail to prepare. It is so obvious. You don't go into a game wanting to fail, but you fail to prepare for said game. And that is the problem. You just do not know how to prepare for a game. Liverpool Football Club have had, factually speaking, now we know, 111 million laying down for the last 2 months, and we didn't even buy a DM before our first Premier League game. The likes of Tom Little and other people kept looking at August 31. It is not August 31 that matters. It is August 13th that mattered. I said this 100 million times. It's not about August 13th. It's not about August 31, sorry. It's about August 13th. August 13th is what we should have been looking at this whole time. Have you ever seen a game in your entire life scream, we need a DM more than today's game? Be honest, you guys, on a real. Have you ever in your lives seeing a game scream, we need a DM more than today's game? I have never ever watched a football game ever like today that screams, we need a DM. Never in my life have I ever seen a game that screams, we need a DM this much. Ever. And I'm talking about even in the bad days. It was so badly obvious how much we needed a DM. And that's why Enzo Fernandez today looked like Zinedine Zidane. Because he had no competition whatsoever. There was no competition. There was no competition. That's the reality. There wasn't any competition. There was not any competition. Enzo Fernandez could just glide through our midfield. Because essentially, we had a false nine playing in midfield, a forward-thinking midfielder in Szoboszlai, and McAllister, who's not a DM, playing DM. That's what we did. So we didn't take this entire thing seriously. We messed around. We kept messing around, and Enzo Fernandez violated our midfield. RK is spitting. He just violated our midfield because the midfield was imbalanced. In life, you need balance, and we don't have the balance. And you want to hear the reality? The reality is we need a DM unbelievably badly. We need a DM so bad, it stinks how badly we need a DM. Honestly speaking, it genuinely smells how badly we need a DM. It's so needed. It's scary. And then, on top of that, speaking of learning from your mistakes, Jurgen Klopp substitutions. Here we go again. Oops, I did it again. I made you believe I'll actually change. Oh, baby, baby. Still the same mistakes. The substitution. Yeah, you want to bring on Darwin Nunez. I've got no problem with that. Bring on Nunez. Even as not his biggest fan. No problem. Bring on Nunez. Because Jota was crap. Why do you take off Mo and Diaz and bring on Nunez? Who's going to create for Nunez? Tom Little is not going to create for Nunez. Harvey Elliott cannot create for Nunez. Yahi, what is this, Yahi? I'm tired. Why do we make the same mistakes over and over again on all fronts? On the pitch, in defense, in the transfers, it's just same mistake. It's almost like we've got to make 15 mistakes in a row. 15 mistakes in a row, the same mistake, so we can learn from it. Today, again, Jurgen Klopp. Oh, let me bring on Nunez, who's a striker who puts the ball in the back of the net. And then all of a sudden, let me take off Salah and Diaz, who create for him. Can you make it make sense? Can you actually make it make sense? Please, can someone just make it make sense? I'm never going to defend Klopp blindly. I have criticized Klopp when he deserves criticism, and this is a moment where he deserves criticism. And with all due respect, Ben Doak and Harvey Elliott are not Stamford Bridge level players. If he brought them on against, I don't know, like Leeds at home or something, or Leeds aren't even in this league anymore. Like, if he brought them on against whoever, like, would just name random relegation club like Luton Town at home, okay, fair enough. But don't bring them on at Stamford Bridge away. And then the excuse he used is like fitness, I think. And it's just so pathetic because people will come call me a Salah sexual. I'm not even upset at Mo Salah alone. I'm upset at Mo Salah and Luis Diaz together. I don't think he should have taken either of them off because Mo and Luis both, for me, were sparks for us throughout the game. They were sparks. They got the ball. They got the ball rarely, by the way, because they were feeding off scraps. They got the ball rarely, and when they got the ball, they tried to do something with it. They tried to operate in a certain way. They tried to create. They tried to shoot. They tried to score. Diaz and Mo were on it today. You bring on Nunez, who needs someone to create for him, and then you go take off Mo and you take off Diaz, and you're like Ben Doak, you go create. Like, come on, man. When are we going to be real? When are we going to be real as a fan base? That substitution stank. All this making excuses. And also, let me just say this. People want to run with the whole, he's sending a message to John W. Henry. We all know deep down, stop lying to yourself. We all know that Klopp ain't that type of manager. We know that Klopp ain't really Jose like that. He ain't really the type of manager who's going to send a message to the board by taking off Mo Salah. Come on, man. You know that that's not the reality. You know that that's not the reality. Mo Salah's not that type of manager, not that type of, Jurgen Klopp's not the type of manager. He isn't like a Mourinho type where he's like, let me bring off a player so I can, like, you know, show the board. He ain't that type of guy. And speaking of Salah and Diaz, big up to Salah and big up to Diaz for the first goal. All this, Mo Salah's just a poacher. Whenever you have a Salah Hazard debate, you know, Mo Salah's just a poacher. Only thing he has over him is goal scoring. You know, based on ability, this guy's better. Based on ability, that guy's better. Blah, 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 blah. Mo Salah's passing is unbelievable. And he's improved it to the umpteenth degree. This guy's pass in behind to Luis Diaz. I'm looking at the wingers in this league, and maybe bar Jack Grealish, I don't see someone pulling out that pass consistently. That guy done that. And Diaz's finish, he slide tackled the shot. He wanted to get there so bad. The drive shown to get to that ball and put it in the back of the net and finished it really well. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Luis Diaz and Salah for me, because people say, oh my God, you're from Middle East, so you're a Salah sexual. I'm not a Salah sexual. I'm saying Salah. I'm saying I'm saying Diaz as well. Both needed to stay on. You want to bring on Nunez, which I think was the right decision because I think Jota stank today. You want to bring on Darwin Nunez? Okay, keep Salah and Diaz on so we can create something for Darwin Nunez. Don't take off, don't bring on Darwin and bring two kids with him. That's the thing. Now, speaking of the positives, Mo Salah and Diaz, I thought both had very good performances today. They were sparks and they fed off scraps because we rarely got the ball. So they fed off scraps. They got the ball. They tried to do something. They tried to achieve something, and that's what I want. I just want I wanted them to take risks. Now, let me switch to a good point before I go to a negative point. The good point. Well, Cash, that just showed me you're watching a different game because Salah sent Colwell to the cleaners. Let me just speak on a positive thing. All the bozos, rivals, and Liverpool fans who are like, I think Virgil van Dijk is finished. I think Virgil van Dijk is no longer good enough. I think Virgil is this. I think Virgil is that. How you like me now? How you like me now? What did I tell you? Did I not tell you Virgil van Dijk's not finished? Did I not say 80% Virgil van Dijk is better than 90%, 99% of the centre backs in this league? Virgil was unbelievable today. Unbelievable. All these people who come say, oh my God, he's finished, he's done. He ain't finished. He ain't done. He's still very good. Unbelievable. And 80% Van Dijk is better than 99% of the defenders in the league anyway. Well done to Van Dijk today. Great performance from Virgil van Dijk. Great performance. Speaking of great performance, Ibrahima Konate. Ibrahima Konate. You know, the wall is right here, so I can't stand up and clap, but I'm giving Konate a standing ovation. Bro, this Konate guy, I'm going to be honest with you, Konate is better than Saliba, and he's probably the second or third best centre-back in this whole league. Konate is that guy. Konate is that guy. Konate is him, as the people say. Konate is him. Konate is him. Konate is not some random guy no. Konate is the guy. The guy. Konate is that guy. This guy is unreal. Unreal. I just want him to stay fit. I just want him to stay fit for the whole season. His problem is availability. Availability is his issue. But on the pitch, bro, Ibrahim Konate, unbelievable performance. Unbelievable performance. Yet again, these players, the quality players are showing their qualities. Big up to Qusay, who says, zero sympathy for Klopp. He will never get what he needs and he will never change. Bad substitutions, zero balls when it comes to confronting the owners. I'm so happy that John now is in London, so Jurgen Klopp can go to him personally and confront him, because this whole transfer circus that's been going on is so weird. It's just like people need to just chill, man. People need to chill. People need to expect Jurgen Klopp to go speak. Yeah, I agree with you. Go speak. And I want Klopp to go speak to FSG, because FSG are asleep and we're just messing around. That's the problem. And the substitutions, I agree with you completely. نفسي أمنية حياتي يتعلم من الأخطاء تاعته بس يعني هاي أمنية حياتي. So for me, Ibrahim Konate once again proved that he's that guy. Now, before I get to the fullbacks, 570 people are watching us. Big up to Qusay and Mohammed Zaabi for the super chats. Big up to you both. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing. We've got a third show today for you. Inshallah, at 11:15 p.m. UK time. We've also got Al Ahwa, because we told you it's going to come every Sunday, inshallah. So we've got Al Ahwa today as well. So we've got so many different shows coming your way. So make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Big up to BIG. Who says, I remember when you had 2.5k subs and 50 viewers, you had to work hard to 18k and average 400 live viewers. You are appreciated and an inspiration. Thank you so much, BIG. Thank you to every single person who has supported me on this journey. I cannot believe the kid from Jordan, Hussam from Jordan. His second language is English. Alhamdulillah, is on 18,000 subscribers, approaching 20k, man. I honestly love you all beyond belief. Every single person who has watched even a single video, you guys are just, you know, in the words of KD, you're the real MVPs, man. I appreciate you all. Honestly, I genuinely appreciate you all, man. You guys are just absolutely elite. Love BIG, man. Big up to Joe. Thank you so much for the super chat, Joe. I appreciate you, my brother, my Australian brother. This was a gigantic red light. Shows how many holes in the defense and the attack. And we have these owners that are a waste of time. It shows how bad our benches, juniors, no depth, injuries, 7th to 8th place. Joe, you're expressing all the frustrations I have in my heart right now. You're expressing all the frustrations I have in my heart right now, which I'm going to speak on. And speaking of red light, I'm going to address Robertson now, whether you guys like it or not. We're going to talk about Robertson. So that's the thing. And the Elliott and Doak thing, I already spoken. Taking off Diaz and Salah for Doak and Elliott. Give me a break, please. Thank you so much, Joe, man. Listen, big up Joe, big up BIG, big up Qusay, big up Mohammed Zaabi. Make sure you're all liking, subscribing. Guys, I cannot call you MVPs. Have 600 people watching and we ain't even at 300 likes yet. Make sure you're all slapping the like button. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Come on. I just called you MVP and you're moving like a... You're not even a 20 player. Yalla, like the video, subscribe. Big up to everyone who has supported the channel. Big up to Joe, because I want to address his points. Last season, let me take a sip of water because this one's going to come straight from the heart. Last season, when Hussam spoke on Andy Robertson, Hussam, you're such an agenda merchant. Hussam, you have an agenda against Robertson. Hussam, you always call out Robertson. Hussam, you say Robertson this, you say Robertson that, blah, 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 blah. I will not say anything. You guys tell me your opinion on Robertson's performance today. Because maybe I was watching something else. Maybe I am blinded by my quote-unquote Robertson agenda. Can we talk about Robertson? Can we talk about Robertson? What I tell Liverpool fans all the time, but sometimes I just wish sometimes they understand me. You need to understand Trent Alexander-Arnold is a threat to the rivals' right-back legends. Trent is a threat. So because Trent is a threat, they will always always talk about Trent whenever he makes a mistake. He will never, ever, ever say anything about Robertson. You know why? Because no one's ever going to say Robertson's better than Ashley Cole. No one's ever going to say Robertson's better than Dennis Irwin or Patrice Evra. These are not conversations. So because these conversations don't happen, people don't look at Robertson. People are not looking with the magnifying glass on Robertson like they do with Trent. Trent had a so much better performance than Robertson today. I'm going to do match ratings later. I'm going to go back to doing match ratings. I'm going to give Trent like a 6. I think he was above average. He wasn't even bad. Robertson, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to give him a 1 or a 2. That's the levels and difference of performances. Trent today defended really well, played a couple of good passes. The ball for the offside was a great ball. He's getting no support whatsoever because there's no DM, so there's no help. He's almost defending on his own. And I just want to address this, by the way. Captain Sal saying Robertson's the new Hooferson. I don't want to start addressing super chats now. And then Omar says Klopp tactics is an issue for personnel. First of all, this is crazy because we don't even have a DM. So it's personnel first and then the tactics. But I hear where you're coming from. And let me just address this. He's talking about Robertson being the Hooferson. Here's the thing. Robertson is not the new Henderson. I'll tell you why. The issue here is not even Robertson. The entire team is hoofing the ball. Are you guys noticing? Did you guys notice today? Anytime we got the ball, our automatic instinct, just by brain, by design, was to like hoof, 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 hoof. I don't know why we kept trying to go route 1 all the time. Route 1 can be a solution, but what happened to keeping the ball? Why is it so difficult to just keep the ball? Every time we got possession, we gave it away. Every time we got possession back. We stole the ball, we just give it away directly. That's why sometimes, that's why I always say this and people kind of misunderstand me. Big up to you, Captain Sal. I always say this and sometimes people misunderstand me. Sometimes passing the ball left and right and just keeping it simple is exactly what the guys need. Because when you pass the ball left and right for 10 minutes, you give Virgil and Konate breathers. The guy ain't running around, running in behind, trying to stop Mudryk from scoring one-on-ones. Keeping the ball, sometimes defending is done by keeping the ball. Keeping the ball is a form of defending. Whether people like it or not, keeping the football, actually keeping the football is a form of defending. It's controlling tempo. Because by definition, if Liverpool Football Club have the ball, then Chelsea pose no threat until they get the ball. So what I'm saying is, we don't keep the ball enough. We do not keep the ball enough. And this all goes down to us failing to prepare. 100% today's game does not go like this if we have a DM. 100 million %. Had Liverpool Football Club had a DM today, this game does not go like this. 100% it doesn't go like this. Because if we had the DM, Trent would have inverted. You've got McAllister and Szoboszlai ahead of them. And by the way, with McAllister, first of all, McAllister had a very good performance. I don't get how people are criticizing McAllister. McAllister was a DM, not his natural position. He had a very good performance. But you're actually, forget just the DM, you're actually limiting what McAllister himself could do. Because McAllister is a lot more than a DM. McAllister is someone who could keep the ball, who could create, who could dictate, who could do so many things. Like, McAllister is the guy that does really well going forward, and he keeps the ball too. So we're actually limiting one of our new signings. And even today, he's like most duels, most tackles, blah, 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 blah. So he kind of done all that. He kind of done all that himself. So that's why with McAllister, Akhi, we need him going further forward, and we need a proper DM in there. That's the reality. That's the reality. Also, you say, like, you know, I'm going to just be honest with you, Cash. This message you just sent me has been said by Chelsea Twitter 500 times over the last 48 hours. How many times are you all going to say the same stuff? Oh, we're emailing them. Oh, there's a medical plan. Wasn't he supposed to be unveiled at halftime today? Where's the unveiling? Thank you. Go tell Fabrizio Romano to F himself. Anyway, as I was saying, so for me, we didn't keep the ball well enough. because the balance is not there. In football, a lot of the times it's about balance. It's not even about personal ability or none of that. You look at the midfield we had, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Henderson, it was balanced. None of them are world-beating, unbelievable. Well, Fabinho was, to be fair, because Fabinho was one of the best, if not the best DM in the world. But the other two, Wijnaldum and Henderson or Milner or Ox or Kate or any of these guys, it's not like they were unbelievable. They weren't unbelievable on an individual level, but it was balanced. So it made sense from a balanced perspective. Meaning, Henderson's going to help Trent out defensively. Fabinho is going to do the tackling. Wijnaldum is going to do the, the water carrying, as they say it. So it was just a balanced team in which everyone kind of did what they're supposed to do. So it worked. The problem today is you had McAllister playing in the 6 when he's not a DM. You had Szoboszlai playing in the 8, who's like an attacking-minded guy. You had essentially a number 9 playing in 8. So this shows you this is where the lack of balance exists. Now, bring in a DM, push McAllister to the left-hand side, and the team changes instantly. Instantly, because everyone is playing in the right positions. You've heard from someone, Ryan. I know the someone you're referring to, but you know me and you speak personally, and you know that I have never ever changed my stance on Lavia. I don't give a F what Chelsea Twitter say. Go read what Sasha Tavaliri says. What does Sasha say? Everything Hussam says on YouTube. But you guys don't believe me because I don't have a journalism degree and I don't wear a suit. But I do have a blue tick now, though. So you can believe me maybe because I have a blue tick. Anyway. So for me, the lack of balance here is the biggest issue. The lack of balance is what's causing us to hoof the ball. The lack of balance is what's causing us to not keep the ball properly. The lack of balance is what's causing us to be in this position to begin with because we are not balanced. Balance in football matters. I'll give you a quick example. Bernardo Silva starts for Liverpool Football Club. Bernardo Silva walks into Liverpool and he starts for us directly. If you had 3 Bernardo Silvas in midfield, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. That would not work. So you need balance. The problem is today we didn't have the defensive guy. The defensive guy was not there. We needed a defensive guy, and the defensive guy was simply just not there. That's what we needed. And on the Trent thing, I don't understand how people are even speaking about Trent today. I know you're not Ryan. Enjoy your ketchup on your fries. Anyway. Shock horror. Wow, you're so edgy. What a wild, crazy opinion. You need to stop being so wild, bro. That's such a wild take. Wow, Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, what was I even talking about? What was I even talking about, bro? Trent. I don't get how people are even blaming Trent for today's work. I genuinely do not understand. I do not understand. Oh, you're so edgy, Skull. Like, it's not like every Liverpool fan would agree with you to begin with. So, Trent, I genuinely don't understand how you look at him today and blame him for anything. You can't. You really can't. I'm going to be honest with you. Even the goal, it's probably more Van Dijk's fault than his fault. But with Trent, it's not like he done some crazy madness. Like, he actually played really well. I don't even think he done really badly, even from a defensive perspective, from everything. Problem is, we have got a cog missing in the machine, and the machine works, but the machine doesn't work at optimum level because we have no DM. Our midfield is 100 times better than last season, but with no balance. That's why we need the balance. That's why we are screaming out for a DM. And when it comes to the forward line, we've got to speak on Diogo Jota's performance today, because some people think I have a British agenda. Didn't realize Trent was born in Slovakia. My bad. He's actually Scouse. He's actually British. He represents England. Anyway. Diogo Jota today. Jota's my guy, I really like Jota, but today, Lord Almighty. Lord Almighty, today Jota was not on it. Jota was really not on it today. And his performance, some of them mistakes he was making in the final third, even when Szoboszlai kind of dribbled past like 4 or 5 guys, I just wished he let Szoboszlai shoot because he was like running in momentum. Jota today just wasn't on it. Gakpo was slightly better than Jota, but still not good enough. Today, this is not the true level of Cody Gakpo. This is not the true level of Cody Gakpo. And I'm kind of shocked that we didn't start Curtis Jones, because I thought it probably made more sense to start a midfielder in midfield over Gakpo and shoehorning players in. So for me, I would have maybe probably... I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to say stuff in hindsight to try act like a smart ass, but I would have put Jota on the left. I would have started Gakpo down the middle. I would have played Salah on the right. That would have been my starting formation. Now, as the game progressed and we're seeing Diaz have a great performance, I wanted Diaz, Salah, and Gakpo in the middle. That's what I wanted, because that front three keeps the ball. Now, the failing to prepare part is so obvious today. So I've never seen a more obvious failing to prepare than today. We keep laughing at Chelsea. We're actually in a similar position in terms of we're both not ready for the season. We're both not ready for the season because Chelsea made the same mistake we did, which is they're looking at August 31. They're not looking at August 13th. And people were asking me earlier on, you have any problem with Salah losing his mind? People who have watched me for a long time will tell you this. Ask Gary Paul, ask any single person who watches me, and they will vouch, and they will vouch right now in the comment section. I have absolutely zero problem with any player losing his mind when he gets substituted, because that shows me a willingness to win, whether it be Salah, whether it be Ronaldo, whether it be Messi, whether it be whoever. So for me, I have no problem with any like player losing his mind for a substitution. That shows me the guy wants to win. So yeah, that's the thing. But anyway, Chelsea, this actually shows me, today's game shows me that Chelsea are not that guy, because Liverpool were absolutely crap. And Chelsea still couldn't win. See why I always tell people I'm not worried about Chelsea when they're like, oh, Chelsea could do this, Chelsea could do that, Chelsea can become this, Chelsea can become that. Bro, Chelsea's ceiling, the best case scenario for Chelsea is finishing in 5th place. And today's game proves it. Because Liverpool were dog shit and Chelsea still couldn't beat them. Liverpool were dog shit and still Chelsea couldn't beat them even when Chelsea played really well. So this whole situation of acting like Chelsea are going to be a threat. Chelsea ain't no threat. Newcastle ain't no threat. I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm looking at Man City. I ain't trying to look at no Chelsea. I ain't trying to look at no United. I ain't trying to look at no Newcastle. I ain't trying to look at any of them shit clubs. For me, finishing above Chelsea is like a guarantee at this point. Honestly, it's a guarantee. Chelsea ain't going to do nothing this season. They ain't going to be on nothing. So for me, I think, yeah, 5th place does get you UCL. So for me, currently as things stand, I stick by it. I think we finished 3rd. That's why we need to work on ourselves. We need to work on ourselves, man. Big up to Omar who says Klopp doesn't properly manage a game over 90 minutes. I think that's a fair criticism, and I agree with you specifically on today's game. And I did not want him to take off Mo or Diaz because I thought both of them gave us a spark. Big up to you, Omar. Shukran, ya habibi. Big up to SAF Yinwa Islam, habibi. You never walk alone, Islam. Habibi, Lavia is needed. It's so obvious we need another center midfielder back to the center back. But look, since Michael Edwards' departure, has been embarrassing. It has been embarrassing. And that's the reason why John was at the Stamford Bridge today and at London. He ain't there to watch the football. He probably doesn't even understand what happened on the pitch today to begin with. He's like, oh my God, when are we playing the Timberwolves? That's what he was saying. So for me, I think we're going to get stuff done. And if we don't get Caicedo, I still believe we get Lavia. I still believe we get a center back. And the center back is going to make everyone happy. So, yeah, let me just be quiet before I jinx stuff up. But, yeah, the center back is going to make everyone happy. And we have essentially... Last season, they mocked me when I tweeted and when I had spaces titled, "We must act now." Well, it's no longer a joke because we really must act now. It's not even a joking matter anymore. We really must act now. So yeah. And by the way, all these cringy rivals going like, are you FSD out now? You're so cringe. I'm always going to be FSD out. Unless they give me 3 summers of consistent spend. Or today I gave John another option. If he RKO'd Todd Bowley through the table, I would have been FSG in. Those are kind of the 2 cases that I would have been FSG in. So yeah, that's my thing. I'm being consistent with it, man. I'm completely consistent with it. Big up to Ryan who says, big up, bro. I can lie. Robbo was very poor in the first half, but he wasn't helped by Gakpo. Robbo was much better in the second half. Trent was shocking, in my opinion. Ryan, what game were you watching? What game were you watching, Akhi? What game were you watching? This is such cap. This is probably your worst ever capping super chat ever. I'm gonna say thank you for the super chat, but this is so much cap, Habibi. This is so much cap. How are you saying how you saying if Robbo got better? Robbo was just as crap in the second half. In the first half, Robertson was shit, man. Today, all game long. Wait till we get to the player ratings. Trent was above average, at least. Come on, man. Don't expect my guy TAA like that. Big up to you, Ryan. Listen, speaking of, big up Ryan, big up SAF, you'll never walk alone. Big up to Sal, Omar, Joe, BIG, Qusay, and Mohammed Zaabi for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing. There's 700 people here. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing. Thank you so much for all the support you've shown me on the channel. You guys are elite. Thank you so much for your support, man. Unbelievable, guys, man. Unbelievable. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing right now. And keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So yeah, please like, subscribe. The target for this video is 300 likes. So we are approaching it. Player ratings. I want to talk just about every individual player for like a 30-second period and then give him a rating out of 10. For all the people who are new here and want to get involved, because I want to hear you guys' opinions in the comment section. Like the video, guys. We're approaching 300. Yalla, we're like 20 likes away. For all the people who want to talk about the player ratings, let me just give you guys how we do it. 5 is the average. So out of 10, 5 is average. Anything above that is above average. Anything below that is below average. At which scale of below average you want is up to you. First of all, let's start with, once again, the guy that always saves us, Mr. Alisson Becker. Alisson. You know, I just wish I want to give Alisson like a hug and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alisson. I want to say, Alisson, Habibi, I am so sorry for making you every single time do this. Every single game, over and over and over and over and over. Alisson Becker gets a 9. Alisson Becker gets a 9. And Alisson Becker, everyone cry right now if you disagree. And if you disagree, you have an agenda. Alisson Becker is the best keeper in the world. Couldn't care less. Alisson Becker is by far the best goalkeeper in the world. And no one can convince me otherwise. 9 out of 10 for me. Alisson. What a guy, man. 9 out of 10. So, center backs. Center backs. Oh, they're actually serious as well. They're actually serious. They're actually serious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me be quiet. Center backs. We're gonna rate both Van Dijk and Konate together. I can't lie. I think Konate was better than Van Dijk. I'm giving Konate a 8 out of 10. And I'm giving Van Dijk a 6 out of 10 because Van Dijk was above average. So for me, I'm not going to call Van Dijk average today. So I'm going to give Konate a 8 and Van Dijk a 6. I don't think Van Dijk was that bad. Van Dijk was very good defensively today. He commanded the line. He did really well. And for me, Ibrahima Konate was unbelievable. Definitely. Ibrahima Konate was was great, man. I'm so happy we have Konate, man. He's clear of Saliba. Right back. Trent. If average is 5, I'm doing the same thing I did with Van Dijk. I'm giving Trent a 6. He was actually very good defensively today. It's not like he got exposed or anything. Going forward, he could do better. 100% he could do better. But I don't even think overall he even had a bad performance. I'm giving him a 6. I'm giving him a 6. So that's my honest rating. Big up to Cave, who says, Hussam, for the past half a year, Robson has been either forced to play out of position with no idea what to do, or like today, had no help. Give my man a break. And speaking of Robertson, Andy Robertson today gets a 1. And I'm giving him a 1 out of respect, because I don't want to give him a 0 on our first match reaction. I'm just trying to be respectful. So because Cave sent in a super chat, and because I'm trying to be respectful, I give Andy Robertson a 1 out of 10. I'm sorry. Andy Robertson gets a 1 out of 10. And he's lucky to get that 1, because I ain't trying to lie to all of you guys. Andy Robertson today was dreadful. He was dreadful. You keep saying out of position. I think the guy is just finito, man. I don't think it has anything to do with position. Left center back, left back, back 4, back 3, back 5, back 6, back 9. It's just... he's just not on it. He really was not on it. So I'm gonna give him a 1. Big up to you, Cav, because he made Sterling look like Neymar today, which is never acceptable. McAllister. I'm giving Alexis McAllister a 7, an 8 actually. I thought McAllister played really well for a player being played outside his natural position. He did what he can do. At the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Alexis McAllister is not a DM. So let's not all sit up here and cap and act like it's normal for him to start doing tackles like he's Thomas Gravison. Guy ain't a DM. So we can't sit up here and act and cry like, oh my God, he's supposed to be tackling people. Yeah, but he's not a DM. So I'm giving McAllister a 8. And I cannot wait for us to actually be able to play McAllister in his normal position, so we can elevate and we can see what levels McAllister can get to. So I'm giving McAllister an 8. And I'm giving his teammate in midfield, the new player, Szoboszlai, I'm giving Szoboszlai a 7. I thought Szoboszlai was real good for us as well. I thought he had some incredible moments in the game, but I think McAllister was just slightly better than Szoboszlai. So I'm giving McAllister 1 mark higher than Szoboszlai. So I'm not going extra or anything. I'm just giving him 1 mark higher. So for me, both of them actually probably some of our best performers today. Gakpo, everyone here knows, is my starting striker. I prefer him over Nunez. I prefer him over everyone starting in that striker role. Everyone here knows how much I wanted Gakpo, how much I rated Gakpo. I'm giving Gakpo a 4 because I think Gakpo was below average today. I don't think Gakpo played at his original level, but he had some good moments, so I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. Jota. If Robertson gets a 1, Jota, out of respect, because this is the first match reaction, I'm going to give him a 2. I'm going to give Diogo Jota a 2 and Robertson a 1 because I think they were both the worst players on the pitch today and they just simply did not perform. So I'm giving Diogo Jota a 2, and that's just out of respect. And this is the thing Nadra saying, how did you have 1 shot on target? You know why? Because the ball couldn't stick. Because Jota not only did not only did horribly in terms of passing the ball, the guy couldn't keep the ball either. That's the issue with Jota today. Jota couldn't even keep the ball at a high level, which is why I think Jota deserves 100% to get a 2. And I'm saying Robbo gets a 1. And the fact that we had 1 shot on target is embarrassing. It really is. It really is. But remember, the Salah post shot doesn't count as a shot on target, Nadra and everyone. Diaz and Salah. I think, once again, Diaz was slightly better than Mo. So I'm going to give Diaz an 8 and Mo a 7. But I thought both these players were sparks for us across the game. Both of the players did, considerably well for us. So I got nothing negative to say about either of them. They both played really well for us. So I'm giving Salah a 7. I'm giving Salah 7. I'm giving Diaz an 8. I thought they were both sparks. They worked off scraps and they did really well. So I'm just keeping it honest. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not going to go over the top for any of them. So for me, yeah, see stuff like this, I think you're doing too much, Gary. But fair enough, it's your opinion. So for me, I'm just saying 7 and 8. 8 Diaz, 7 Salah. So yeah, that's my rating for the starting 11. Jurgen Klopp gets a 3. The reason why Jurgen Klopp gets a 3 is he wasn't as bad as Robertson or Jota, but he definitely made the wrong substitutions, and I feel like he was actually accepting of a draw, which is something I do not like. I miss the old fierce Jurgen who always wanted to win every game. Big up to Chombe, who says Robertson was exposed because Cody and Diaz never help him. What do you want him to do? I give Klopp 0 and Klopp finish maybe 7th or 8th. No hope. You know, Chombe, why I don't like this? Why aren't you saying the same exact thing for Trent? Did Salah help Trent out defensively? Did McAllister help him out defensively? Did Szoboszlai helping him out defensively? Trent was also alone many times today. Why is no one giving Klopp? Why is no one giving Trent the excuse? It's always excuses as soon as we get to Robertson, but when it's Trent, no one want to give the guy excuses. And by the way, Trent was levels above Robertson today. Levels above. Robertson was the bad guy on the pitch today, not Trent. 100% you're waffling if you're saying Trent was worse than Robertson, or even as bad. He wasn't even as bad. Robertson was way worse today. Way worse. So for me, look, headed into, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, by the way. We're approaching 300 likes. That was our target. I think we're only 10 likes away. Please like, subscribe. So here's the thing. Headed into this next part of the season, Liverpool Football Club need to wake up. And Liverpool Football Club need to wake up fast. And Liverpool Football Club need to wake up quick. Because the same way we lost the league by a point, and we lost the top 4 by 4 points, every single point matters. And the good thing for us as Liverpool fans is our next game is a home game to Bournemouth. Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff, so it's not even 12:30. Bournemouth is the opportunity to get 3 points on the board, to opportunity to destroy them. But we 100% need to fix up this season before we let the likes of Arsenal and let the likes of City finish above us. And currently, as things stand, there's a possibility even the Bozos Man United finish above us, which is something I never want to see. So we need to fix up. We absolutely need to fix up. We need to get this correct, and we need to fix up. The reality is, this team is screaming out for a DM. Mike Das and others have pointed out before, Jurgen Klopp is to blame for certain things. Jurgen Klopp should fix up tactically, which I completely agree with. But right now, let's fix the personnel and then see what Jurgen Klopp can cook for us. Because for us currently, as things stand, yes, Jurgen Klopp needs to change. Yes, Jurgen Klopp needs to adjust. But I think he can't even invert Trent. He can't even do the stuff he's trying to do without having the serious player. So for me, I expect Liverpool Football Club to fix up. I expect Liverpool Football Club to fix this mess. And Mane was not the glue. Mane plays for Al Nassr. He literally flopped at Bayern Munich. So for me, we need to fix up, and we need to fix up soon. These next 2 weeks, and this statement was mocked last season, and now the same people are in my DMs apologizing. We must act now, and we must fix the mess that we have created upon ourselves, because no one is more responsible for this than Liverpool Football Club itself. Big up to Queen Nadra, who says we can't play like this if we're going to face Big Boy. Oh, 100%. If this was, by the way, if we performed like this against City, 4-0 to City. Easily 4-0 to City. It won't even be a competition. 100%. Nadra, you are so correct. You are so correct. City would have beat us 5-0. 5-0. They would have beat us. Big up to here to there, says, where was Thiago? Thiago is coming back from an injury. So I think he and Bajcetic both should be on the bench for tomorrow's game. I don't even think he was on the bench today, Thiago, or was he? Yeah, Thiago wasn't on the bench. Neither was Bajcetic. I think they'll be back next week, inshallah. So, look, man, it is what it is. It's not an excuse. But Chelsea, listen, all the Chelsea fans in the comment section piping up. We'll finish above you guys. You don't worry me. You're just another club. You know, Pochettino this, Pochettino that. That's not a worry for me. Some random Spurs bottle job. You're getting him to manage your club. Come on, man. You think I'm supposed to sit here and be afraid? Anyway, big up to here to there. Big up to Chombe, Nadra, Kave, Ryan, SAF You'll Never Walk Alone, Sal, Omar, Joe, BIG, Qusay, and Mohammed Zahabi for the super chats. Big up to every single person who sent in a super chat. All the people who have shown us all the love and support. Come back at 11:20 p.m. UK time, inshallah, because we are gonna do El Ahwa today, inshallah, at 11:20. Staffy's coming on. Ozzy's coming on, Mu'min's coming on, and we've got a lot to address on tonight's Lahwa. And I think they're probably going to end up cooking me, but I'm born ready. So love you all. I hope you guys enjoy the new format. We talk a little bit about the game, then we do a little bit player ratings, then do a quick recap, And also I realize unless there is a need for it, I'm not trying to do long ass 1 hour, 10-minute, 15-minute match reactions. I think stuff like this is good enough as well. Anyway, love you all, and we'll see you guys at 11:20 inshallah. Come back to the channel. Peace.